Hey guys, it's Scully Sati. Thank you so much for joining me for the weekly elemental readings. And for this week, it is May 28th through June 3rd. Can't believe we're in June already. Oh my god. And for you guys, I'm actually going to be using one of my favorites, which is the Mary L. Tarot. You'll see why. I've used it on the channel before. So let's get started. And I just want to say, as always, guys, that not all messages are going to resonate with everybody on here because that would be impossible. You know that readers are going to pick up on different energies at different times to be able to convey the messages that the people who are listening to need to hear. So if this isn't your time, check in with me next week because I will be doing the weekly elementals, but then also the first half of June, okay? All right, guys, so let's see what's going on for my heated up fire signs. We'll start with you guys first. So what is the card of the week for the fire signs this week? Okay, so we're getting the Nine of Swords for you guys. This may be a week that is a bit challenging for you guys mentally. This could be a week where you're really caught up in your head. You're not able to see past, a certain idea. You may be obsessing about something this week. Let's see what this might have to do with. What this has to do with is how you can attain your wish fulfillment, right? How can you attain your happiness? And you guys may be obsessing over that. You may be obsessing over, decisions that you made in the past that weren't the best for you, that may have, left you feeling like you need more, like you want more. Maybe you feel like you missed out on something in particular. And, you guys seem like you're going to be in your feelings this week with the King of Cups, okay? And the King of Cups has to do with emotion. So for you fire signs that are resonating with this could be a week where you're really starting to think about what you would like, in a relationship and a partner. How would you like to feel emotionally? Or do you want stability with that? Are you not feeling that stability? Because with that Nine of Swords card that we got earlier, that's about feeling very unstable mentally, like really feeling like you're staying up at night and you are doing circular thinking where you can't get out of your head. It's basically like self-induced, like OCD behavior, okay? So I feel like what's going to help remedy that is really starting to examine your feelings about this. What is it that you are feeling is missing? What is it that you're feeling that you need to, really decide with? Because here with the Two of Swords, I'm seeing that you guys may be kind of split decision about something, okay? For some of you guys, I'm picking up on that this has to do with a love situation, okay? So this could be something that maybe you broke up with somebody a while ago and that person's been on your mind lately and you're wondering if you could get back with the person, or you're wondering what went wrong. You might just be lonely in general, and so you're thinking back to the last relationship. So I'm feeling like with that King of Cups card that we got earlier for you guys, you may be feeling like you need to express your emotions that maybe you weren't able to do before, okay? And I feel like what you're really seeking is that firm foundation with the Four of Wands. Four of Wands is about, happy home life and commitment and, basically moving to a higher level of any kind of like a relationship or anything, just progressing with that. So I'm feeling like for the fire signs this week, you guys may start off the week obsessing a little bit over, a past relationship or how to gain that wish fulfillment if it's not with love. How to gain that wish fulfillment. What can I do to, let my emotions guide me at this point? Because with the Nine of Swords, that's basically a warning that you guys are way too up in your head. And it might be time to try to balance that with, emotions, what feels right with that. Okay? All right, I hope that was helpful, fire signs. Let's see what's going on for my air signs. What is the card of the week for the air signs? Ooh, Ten of Wands. All right, guys. 10 of Wands is about feeling very overburdened, okay? Feeling like you need to lay down some kind of a burden. It's feeling very oppressed. You guys might have a really, really busy week this week with that 10 of Wands. That might be making you feel as though you would love to give some things away, right? You'd love to delegate some tasks. You would like to be able to walk away from certain commitments or obligations that you have. And with the 10 of Wands, that is saying that you might be able to do that. And with this 8 of Cups card, this is verifying that there is something that you can walk away from. So this may very well be the week, air signs, that you guys are finally making that decision to walk away from something, an obligation. Yeah, but what's been keeping you beholden to it is the Five of Discs, which is basically like worrying about money. Okay, so I'm feeling like for you guys, this has to do with more financial endeavors. Okay, so you may be feeling very overburdened this week, and you may be really thinking that now is finally the time to let go of something in particular. Yeah, and with the Three of Discs, yeah, I feel like these are partnerships and what they yield financially. I do feel like you're going to be okay financially. Okay, so don't let the fear of, thinking that you're not going to be able to be as financially stable stop you from releasing things that are making you feel very overburdened. Because when you're in that Ten of Wands energy, it's basically feeling as though you don't want to do anything. So even if you have like a lot of, a lot of finances, a lot of, good financial stability, this is saying that you don't even have the energy to enjoy it. Okay, basically, you're working too hard, you're coming home, and you're just kind of vegging out, and that's not really any way for you to really enjoy the fruits of your labor, right? So I do feel like you guys are going to have to make some decisions with this Lover's card, wanting to figure out what can be finally released here. And I do feel like for who I'm tapping into, this is something you guys are going to know what I'm talking about. This has been something for a while that maybe, you do out of obligation towards somebody else, but it doesn't really yield you anything. And I feel like this is going to be the week for you guys to be like, maybe I better give this responsibility back to the person where it belongs, right? Or if it's like a job thing, maybe I need to start delegating tasks to other people, or maybe I need to just walk away from this particular part-time job in general, right? So I'm feeling for air signs, you guys are going to be starting off the week feeling very, like I said, overburdened, feeling like you want to lay down some kind of, other people's burdens, right? Things that don't really belong to you, or things that you don't want anymore. And I feel like this is going to help you to feel like you can breathe again, right? Like you could come home and actually want to go out and do something other than just veg on the couch, okay? All right, air signs, I hope that was helpful. Let's see what's going on for my fellow water signs. See what's going on with us, guys. All right, what is our card of the week? Ooh, the King of Discs. Okay, this is the King of Pentacles. So we might be really focused on our finances this week, water signs. And I know for the past couple of weeks, there's been some emotional stuff going on based on the past readings that I've done. So this might be a week that we're really distracting ourselves with how we can make ourselves financially stable, right? Abundant. Really trying to think more logically as opposed to, feeling more emotional about things. Because we may be bored with our situation, right? With the Four of Cups. We may have been offered something recently that we had to turn down, or that, that we just didn't accept because it wasn't falling in line with what we emotionally want. So I feel like with that King of Discs, we may be going back to, what we can tangibly view as our success. So, our money stuff, right? And I feel like there is going to be quick communication coming in for the water signs. Let's see what this has to do with, okay? Okay, so, all right when we start thinking that we're going to be focused on our finances, we get some kind of a message about passion towards us, okay? So what I'm feeling is that for my fellow water signs, we might just be in a place where we're kind of giving up on the emotional stuff right now, and we're just trying to focus on our finances, and then boom, somebody contacts us, right? And somebody's like, hey, I like you, I dig you, right? And we're like, I don't know what to do with that. I'm supposed to be focusing on my money, but all right. Let's see what this has to do with. Is this going to be somebody that we're actually interested in? Okay, so with the High Priestess card, this is saying that we're already going to know the answer to whatever this message is. This is going to be from somebody that we're not going to really have to think too deeply on. It's like we're already going to know, whether or not we should accept this particular offer of passion, okay? Yep, definitely. Somebody's going to be coming at us wanting to take us out on a date. Knight of Discs is about taking action with money. And this is also about maybe, the Cancers that are knowing, right, with that High Priestess card, that maybe that this offer coming in is not the best for us. We may just be, returning our focus back on the finances again. Okay. So, ooh, Devil card, Devil card, Devil card. And this might be why the High Priestess is coming up to let us know, like, whoever this person is that may be contacting us with a message of passion, You know, could very well be somebody from the past, could be somebody that's very reminiscent of the past and has that devilish energy. Now, if you guys have been watching me for a while, you know that I don't think that the devil is all bad. The devil is, you know, at its best, really telling us to enjoy what life has to offer, right? And at its worst, it's about focusing on addictions or toxicity, okay? And it's also about temptation. So I feel like with the water signs this week, we very well may be trying to focus on our finances, but we may get distracted with somebody who has a devilish energy that is going to tempt us with some kind of offer of passion, okay? So be aware, guys, if it's been a while for you sexually, just be aware, you know, think before you leap, you know, into somebody's bed, all right? No judgment here, right? Taking my own advice here. But basically, you know, be mindful about who is trying to offer you something at this point. Because I do feel like with that High Priestess card, you're going to already know the answer, but because it may have been a while, or you may be lonely, or you may be bored, you know, you're looking for excitement, you may be tempted to accept this offer. So it's just a word of caution for the water signs for this week, okay? All right, guys, sounds like that's going to be an exciting week for us. We'll talk about it in the comments, right? All right, my beautiful earth signs. Let's see what's going on for you guys for May 28th through June 3rd. What is the card of the week for the earth signs? Seven of Swords. Okay. Seven of Swords is about sneaky behavior, okay? We may be dealing with something, you know, earth signs may be dealing with something that is basically going to cause some kind of a tower moment for you guys, okay? Let's see if this has to do with love or if this is more business. Judgment card. Sometimes the Judgment card means like the revitalization of something that's been long gone, something that's been dead. I'm tapping into that this probably has to do with somebody from the past that you once thought would bring you some happiness with the Sun card, okay? And this may be coming back around. You may gain some knowledge about some sneaky behavior that this person did before, or it could be somewhat of a surprise for you. You know, this could be somebody that is in the back of your mind, and then they do something sneaky this week, which is going to really make you wonder if this is the right person for love, right? Two of Cups. Yeah, I feel like this has to do with, you know, you're going to find out that somebody did something sneaky, or somebody actually does do something sneaky this week for you guys. So be very aware of that. But with the Justice card here, this is saying that you guys are going to be divinely protected, okay? So what this means is that you just have to be aware. You know, I feel like, you know, even if this takes you by surprise, this is going to be something that, you know, when you really think about it with the King of Swords, you kind of already knew, you kind of already suspected something, okay? King of Swords is like no nonsense, very, very analytical, you know, very methodical. So this definitely would have been a situation that you would have already been kind of thinking that there was going to be some betrayal involved, okay? So Ten of Swords is about betrayal. It's also about the ending of something. So you know, for the earth signs, you guys may very well be feeling as though you kind of saw this coming, right? And I feel like this week is going to be either somebody doing some sneaky behavior or you finding out about some sneaky behavior. I do feel like it does have to do more than likely with a love situation. Not that like business situation is totally cut out, but with that Two of Cups card that usually symbolizes romantic love, union. So I do feel like this is going to come as a disappointment. But, and I do feel like it is somebody from the past with this Knight of Swords. You guys know that Knight of Swords to me symbolizes like an asshole, toxic ex. So, so I do feel like this may be somebody that you kind of already knew was a little bit shady, but you're going to get clarification, confirmation on that this week. So that's unfortunate. But with that Ten of Swords, while it is annoying and painful to go through, I feel like you guys have already, you know, kind of done the pre-work with it. You already kind of knew about it. And I feel like this is really going to allow you to just be like, okay, it's time for me to say goodbye to this situation. It's time for me to move forward. Okay? So Wow, guys, it seems like it's going to be a pretty active week for all of the elements. So, keep me updated in the comments below. If you guys want me to look into your particular situation more closely, you can contact me at the email address below, and I'd be happy to set up some kind of a phone reading with you. Until next week, guys, I hope your week is fabulous, and, I wish you lots of enlightenment, lots of love, and lots of protection. All right, thanks, guys. Bye.